What is going on, everyone? Welcome to Coexisting with Rob and Maggie. We are live. It is March 24th. Man, it's been kind of busy lately, but Maggie first. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. I'm trying to get, well, my body is trying to get sick, but it's really frustrating. I don't know if you guys can tell, but like I feel like my voice is weird. But before we start talking about stupid wrestling nonsense, let me tell you a really funny story because I was laughing a lot. So like I've told you about my baby sister, right? Because like my former colleague. She finished watching Last of Us, right?
Okay.
And
Well, don't make sure you don't spoil it for anybody.
no, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not saying anything. But like, of course, she fell in love with Pedro Pascal, like any normal person.
Yeah.
It's a normal thing to do, and so she decided to watch everything with Pedro Pascal. So at some point, she texted me something that made me realize that now she's uh she's watching each and every Star Wars movie ever so that the Mandalorian can make sense to her. And she texted me, "Oh my god, Chewbacca's so cute." And I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Well, we made it past 7 seconds, so we should be okay. We're not going to get kicked off YouTube, so that's good. So, but that's hilarious.
No, like she's seeing Star Wars for the first time in her life, and like what? And I know what you're gonna say. Like, you don't need to watch, Star Wars movies in order to watch The Mandalorian. She has no idea what it's all about. No idea. She has no idea that Luke and Leia are brothers and sister.
Yeah.
She has no idea. That's gonna come off like as a shocker. So this is really weird for me because like we're so close and we love each other so much. Hi Nikolai. And like I'm such a huge Star Wars fan, and she has no idea at all. So this is kind of like a culture shock to me, like a bit.
Oh, that's awesome.
So that being said, guys, hi. Please like the video, share it, and please send us a super chat and or a humper chat at humperchats.com. This allows us to keep a bit more of your money. And I'm we're gonna need it because like I said, I'm getting sick and I'm gonna miss work and I won't get paid for that. And yes, so Rob, what do you want to talk about?
Well, it's been busy. We had you do the script every Thursday, and usually if there's any changes, I add them because you work on Fridays, and we have an 8-hour time difference. So today,
You had to make a huge ass new script.
Yeah. So because for whatever reason, I use Google Drive or Google Documents to save everything, and for whatever reason, it did not save automatically like it normally does. So I had to redo everything within about 20 minutes. So it was an interesting few minutes to go, but we got everything here, so we should be ready to rock. So, but yeah, I was pretty much just going to start off with the big news since yesterday. Some guy named CM Punk decided to break Twitter again. I don't know. You probably saw it this morning.
Yeah, you know what I don't like. I'm really pissed and like I don't care for at all. Like I'm going to bed on Thursday night. Everything's fine, and then I woke up I wake up I swear to God, every damn week I wake up on Friday morning to either CM Punk saying something, Vince McMahon saying something, or someone else saying something, or someone being injured. And now all of a sudden it's almost all of these things combined. And like, guys, just like the world is burning enough, all right? Like calm down.
Yep.
Oh, it's really hard to talk. Oh my god. So it's like, do you want to? Yes, just like say what was
Yeah,
said on
yeah. I'll just
in.
because I tried to post a picture of it, but it was so the picture just came out really distorted. So I'll just read what he said. Uh, Sigh. I wasn't cleared to come back to wrestle yet. Then the plan was to wrestle at the pay per view. I sat and listened to Moxley's Rocky 3 idea. I explained how I'd never seen a Rocky movie and thought the idea sucked, but if the boss wanted to do it, whatever. He said he wouldn't lose to me. I never experienced someone refusing to lose to me. I just laughed. I asked Tony if this is what he wanted. He said yes. He's the boss, so I said okay, but I need to be cleared first. They kept saying it could just be a squash, so I didn't need to be cleared. I scoffed at that. My health is more important. Dave Meltzer is a liar. Jericho is a liar and a stooge. There were plans, but plans always change. But I'll never put a company above my health ever again. That's what the tweet was, and he deleted it.
It was an Instagram post,
Yeah,
like
sorry,
story.
Instagram. So yeah, so well, first thing first, absolutely on the company thing. I completely agree with the statement on the company. By all means, protect yourself. If you're not cleared, you're not cleared. Because guess what? If something happens, insurance is not going to cover him. Insurance is not going to cover AEW. So then you have another lawsuit type thing going on. He did the absolute right thing there by not um, not doing that until he got cleared. If he ended up doing that, I don't know. If he got cleared, cool. That he didn't really say if he ended up getting cleared. So that part I don't know. Anyways, that was what came out that was pretty damning about that. That was probably in my opinion, that was what made AEW look bad the most. That part. The one thing I was listening to one of the Twitter spaces last night that Sean jumped on with, I think the user's name's Backup Hangman. He runs like the Wrestle Purist Twitter account.
I know, yeah.
Okay, so they had a really good discussion last night that they were talking, and he thinks just based on the way it sounds, and he thinks the comments at Moxley were taken out of context. Like he doesn't think like he's really pissed off at Moxley more than like because he didn't even mention Moxley at the end. He just mentioned like he didn't like the idea at the beginning of it. That was what kind of like surprised me too because he didn't really say anything. He just complained about Jericho and Khan at the end, or not really Khan. He just what I already forgot what he said at the end. What did he say? He said, well, hell, I already lost it. But
like the company as a whole.
Yeah,
Like
company as a whole.
He didn't even mention Tony Khan's name. He said the boss.
Yeah. So yeah. So it's one of those things where I just and yeah, I'm speculating. So that's the thing. It's one of the I'm going based off what they said last night, and it made sense with the way they speculated, and I agreed with that. And again, that's speculation with what they were saying. Nobody knows except for Tony Khan and CM Punk and John Moxley and whoever's part of the story, like the full thing. It's just crazy, like with what's going on. I know a lot of. The funny thing is, anytime this happens with CM Punk right now, and I say every time, it's only been like twice where this like just blew up. People, and this is wrestling in general, people just think it's a work. You look at the MJF stuff from last May, it's an elaborate work, everything like that. This is not a work. This one's not a work. I just there's no in my opinion, there's just no way it could be a work. Oh, he complained about Meltzer. That's who it was. That he was. I knew he said somebody's name, but it was just very odd of how everything is going, and I know like all this kind of started because of just comments on social media. People were just like Dax Harwood in an interview or on his podcast talked about how CM Punk's wanting to come back. They've been talking and stuff like that. He's ready. He wants to wrestle, but he just it just determines how everything goes between Dax or between CM Punk and the company. But Dax knows he wants to wrestle and all this stuff, and I think CM Punk got tired of just hearing misinformation and after misinformation, and
Mr. Information.
Yeah, and that's the one thing he said. Yeah. The one thing too.
Sorry, that was a total dad joke. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. It's and we do have like some super chats that I want to read quick, but I want to get your thoughts while I get the super chats in order here.
Yeah, but just like read the super chat first, and then because like I'm gonna talk for a while.
Okay. So we got one from Caden here. Thank you, Caden. He says, "I've been gone for a bit. Love you guys. Love you too, buddy."
Thank you, Caden. Hi. I hope you're doing great.
Our good friend Chris. Won't she be mad that Mando's face is covered?
No, because like as you know specifically, Chris, you should know this better that it's the voice that matters.
Chris, I just picture a Mandalorian helmet on you now. Like
do not mix the two.
No, I'm not.
All my love to Chris. I love Chris. I adore his voice. Like these are two like separate things.
I know, but
I won't do this ever again.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, it's never mind.
I know.
D-Lo Dick says, "Love you both a ton." Okay, bye. Hey,
no, okay, bye. Stay.
He probably had to go back to work, but anyways, I hope you had fun at the house show that you went to on Sunday. He was at the Sioux Falls, South Dakota house show, WWE last weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Soupy, our good pal Soupy, says, "Do you think Punk posted
our
that?"
PR.
Our PR person. Do you think Punk posted that because of his face was blocked on the truck on Wednesday, or was something else the origin to the post on Thursday? I think it was.
It was just Thursday.
I think it was Thursday because something set him off. I think it was like some comments or something. I don't think the truck thing. I mean, who knows? I think
a lot of people are blocked on trucks that are shown.
Yeah.
Like, come on, like that's not like I get it, I know, but like, come on. So,
got another one.
Okay.
From our good friend Ryan says, "Thank you, Rob, for making the sacrifice to be on the pod today." G Bro says, "I always side with anybody versus Jericho."
That could work.
Chris says, "This is the way, Heart."
Yes, this is the way. And I was about to say something about this, but I'm really not because I love my job. I don't want to get fired. So, thank you guys for the love. Keep them coming because I'm sick, obviously. And not only like literally and figuratively. So, do I get to talk now? Am I?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay. So, there's a lot to unpack here. First of all, let me just start by saying that CM Punk is absolutely 100% justified to feel however the hell he's feeling. This is the first thing I'm going to say, and I want everyone to remember this. Because it's he's damn right. In no way should he jeopardize his own health for any company, for anyone. Like, his health is the first thing that should be important to him, his wife, and his dog, of course. So that being said, first of all, we will never ever know exactly what happened on that day. Never ever, unless they all sit down on a podcast together and do this face to face to face to dog to face whatever.
Yeah, I just want the dogs talk. Like I want to hear the
Yeah, I want to hear that story.
Larry.
Yes, we love you, Larry. All our hearts go out to you. So of course, if this is something that I talked to Chris today in the morning. Well, my morning. Um, this thing happened so long ago, but it continues to make me feel so goddamn uncomfortable that you have no idea. This is putting me off wrestling. Uh, I was absolutely devastated when CM Punk left in 2014.
11 or 14, 2014. Yeah.
Was it 13? Yeah, 14 at the Rumble. Yeah.
Yep.
I was absolutely devastated because CM Punk was my favorite. But then something happened. Wrestling continued without him. Go figure. I didn't stop missing him because he was crucial to a lot of wrestling moments to me. But at the end of the day, he came back. All was right in the world. And then it didn't take much time for stuff to start happening. And do you know what I see, Rob, in not only that Instagram story, but in a lot of the things that CM Punk is saying? Do you know what I see? I see a lot of finger pointing and zero apologizing. Because at the end of the day, I want to make this clear. CM Punk is allowed to feel however he's feeling, but you cannot look me in the eye and tell me that CM Punk was right about absolutely everything that happened and that he handled everything correctly. Because that press scrum was this was not handled as a grown person.
Yeah.
This was not handled well. The Hangman comments on live television were not handled well at all. Like this, it's absolutely perfectly fine if you tell everyone to fuck off because you're entitled to everything that you're feeling because the company is making you work while you're injured. 100%. I'm with you, Punk. You are so right. You are right. But you can say I was wrong, but they were more wrong. This is perfectly acceptable. Just if you accept that you were at fault for some of the things you said, this will not make you less of a man. On the contrary, this will make you feel like a human because we're all flawed, but like each and every comment that he makes, he wants, like he makes himself as if he's always the victim. And at the end of the day, because this has been a constant thing throughout his wrestling career, obviously.
Yeah.
And this, it's like it smells, okay? Like it's really it's making me feel uncomfortable because you know damn well that when all these huge egos are intertwining, that it's gonna be really tough for them. And let me just say this: there is no apologizing from the elite side as well, but they're not the ones that are making constant comments about the situation. Or if they are, please correct me because I'm also like probably wrong about a lot of stuff. I'm just airing out, my frustration because I'm really frustrated about this entire situation because we were all so happy. We were on the top of the world, because he returned and everything was great. And then it was like a slap in the face. Like that press scrum, Jesus Christ, like it was so bad. And like he said a lot of shitty stuff, like right next to Tony Khan. Tony Khan did nothing, and to this day, I'm really pissed off at that because Tony Khan did nothing. And like at the end of the day, when I think about it, if Tony Khan lets him like back into the company, like what kind of message does that send to the locker room?
Yeah, really.
I get it. Seriously, guys, I love CM Punk. But I really want to adore him right now. I'm gonna be really honest with you. I try a lot. I'm trying. I'm trying to see everything through his eyes because I love the guy. But at this point, I have to. You just have to ask yourself, like, what is really going on? Because if I have to choose between CM Punk and the Elite, I will just quit watching wrestling because I cannot make this decision. Uh, like CM Punk was in my heart way before the Elite were, but at this moment, I adore the Elite, and they made AEW a thing. You cannot have AEW without the Elite, but you can have AEW without CM Punk. This is at the end of the day, it started without Punk, and this is the thing that he was supposed to be the number one signing. He was supposed to be number one, but then he didn't because he wasn't sure. And then he saw that they got big, and then he joined because they were big. Like what?
Yeah, it's crazy, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do. And if he does end up not bringing him back, is he going to pay him that whole time to stay at home? Because that's a lot of money.
That I know that's a lot of money. I know CM Punk will make him money. He will make him his pay-per-view sale. He will get ass into seats. He will get eyes on the product. I know. And at the end of the day, I really want this whole thing to work out. And I don't know, just fight in a real fight for a while, into a room, into a safe room. I don't care, like pie face each other all you want, play drums, because that's like go to a metal concert together. Go see Carnifex. Go see Waking the Cadaver. I don't care. Like
Right.
go see amazing bands. Be in a mosh pit, hurt each other, and then hug it out and go drink some coffee. Like that's.
Gotcha. Well, moving on, we'll just go through some quick news. Ronda Rousey said today, or at least confirmed, that she has a fractured radius.
That sucks.
Cora Jade is out with an undisclosed injury. Kyrie confirmed that she is a free agent, which is interesting.
Do you
Trinity,
think she goes back to WWE?
she said that she wants to wrestle people both in WWE and AEW, so we'll see what she does. And Trinity Fatu confirmed that she is no longer with WWE in any way. So that is interesting.
That is interesting. I was almost certain that she was coming back, but now that we're about to see the end of the bloodline, I suppose I no longer think that. Not that she needs the bloodline; she's a star without them. But like this was the thing I was seeing her with. But yeah, I'm excited to see where she goes. She's a ring general, and I just want to see her wrestle. But if this is something she wants to put behind her, more power to her.
Yeah, and yeah, we'll get to this here in a little bit. Yeah, and Frantic brings up a good point, which, I mean, this is the thing. I picked the Elite.
Okay, I just said that.
Yeah.
You cannot have AEW without the Elite because the Elite is in the company, like in the logo. You cannot have AEW without the Elite. You can, however, have it without CM Punk because he was never there for how many years? For 3 years? 4 years? For 2 years?
Sorry, I was on. Yeah, I was on. No, I was on mute myself.
Yeah.
It was August of 2021.
2021 he came back. Yeah, so it was a thing for like 2 years.
Yeah.
Like the company can't exist without Punk. It won't be as effective, but it can. This is what I'm saying. Punk is crucial to wrestling. He is, but wrestling can't exist without him. It existed for 7 years without him.
Yeah. What took off? I mean, it didn't take off because he left, but I look at it this way: the Bullet Club pretty much helped things in a way right after he left.
Of course,
like, it took about a year, but the Bullet Club helped a little
wrestling will always find a way.
Yeah,
always. It's wrestling.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the way.
Yeah. So talking AEW or Dynamite real quick, is that what you want to start out with, or did you want to go WWE?
Yeah, sure. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but like out of like compared to all the news that we have, like everything from AEW, like Stokely Hathaway versus Hook was pretty great.
I'm getting audio feedback from you. I don't know. If you're...
From me?
Yeah.
You're getting audio feedback from
me? I don't know
me?
if your chords playing, hitting, or...
I don't know if the chat says something, like I will be.
Oh, okay. Anybody hear anything? But anyways,
yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. So yeah, Stokely versus Hook was really fun. I loved Moxley against Stu Grayson because it's Stu, and then he said that this was his first ever singles match in AEW Dynamite, which is kind of puzzling to me because like he said so himself, because like he was there from day one and he was always in tag matches. He did mention Dynamite, like maybe he was in singles matches on Dark, probably, or Elevation, or no, I don't know, but like this was his first singles match on Dynamite, and what a match it was. Stu Grayson, like everyone at Fightful, we all love Stu Grayson, and he was the hidden treasure in Dark Order, and you can see that in this match. It was ridiculously good. Riho and Willow Nightingale coming out to save Sky Blue is probably more of the same thing that we've been getting lately. So I'm just kind of ready to move forward, and because like we still don't know which two members will back up the outsiders in this whole feud, we have no idea about that, and it's kind of hit a rut with me, this storyline, because there's no you're playing with something, and I'm just
erasing the script. Sorry.
Because like I hear you. It's almost as if you're speaking through your.
Oh.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, I mean that your headphones are the ones with the microphone. You're not connected to the right microphone.
There we go. We can fix that real quick.
Yeah, just check that. So that's my complaint. The match was fine. Tony Storm versus Sky Blue. It was fine. Like it was it's Tony Storm and Sky Blue match. Tony Storm is a in-ring veteran, and Sky Blue is just getting there. Yeah, you're good. Thank you. And Sky Blue is just like she's about to be a star. Absolutely. And then we got to see her on Ring of Honor last night as well. So yeah, I really want to have some to see where maybe this storyline is going, because it's hit a rut. And then the main event happened. Do you have anything to add about Dynamite?
Yeah, the biggest thing that I liked other than the main event was I liked seeing Sting doing like Orange Cassidy's like
Orange Cassidy stuff.
Yeah, I loved it. And then Sting did the hands like in the pants, like
he
pockets.
did, but like
that sounded really bad. But
the
hands in the pockets, I enjoyed that.
Darby was pretty much insinuating that the 4-way at Double or Nothing. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have that four-way at Double or Nothing because they're gonna make each and every person shine a lot until Double or Nothing, and I'm really excited about that because it's the four pillars. Like if you don't count on them to carry your product, like you're doing something wrong. But I'm really excited about that. And then the main event, Rob. Do you realize that this was the first time that we heard battle cry ever since Kenny Omega returned?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because ever since then he was going out with the Young Bucks, and they were going out to Carry On My Wayward Son, Supernatural Forever. Everyone that hates Supernatural can suck it. I mean you, Sean. So it's you know what I'm gonna say. I cried the moment Kenny came out. A one-on-one match with Kenny Omega. I was looking forward to that, and I was hoping that it would live up to the hype. And oh boy, did it do just that! I absolutely adored this match. If you're not in love with Vikingo right now, I don't know what to tell you. Man, he's a star. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I didn't know about Vikingo up until last week. But I was in no way one of the stupid fuckers on the internet that like, who is this man? Like you can Google, and the moment you Google stuff, you see that he was supposed to have that match with Kenny Omega for the AAA championship, but it never happened. Like it's a simple Google search, guys. You'll be fine if you do it. Like it's your fingers, opposable thumbs. Like it's the thing that differs you from from a Neanderthal, or maybe I suck at biology. Sorry. It's this was so great. Like he was. Man, I just want to go and like watch this match forever. The ridiculous counters and everything that Vikingo did, and that was it the Hurricanrana from the top rope, and I thought that Kenny broke his neck. I'm just
Well, yeah. I mean, Vikingo looked like he was going to break his neck, like on one of the at the when he did the what was it, moonsault, like when he ran and from the other side of the ring, and basically I think he went through the table with Kenny.
Oh my God! Oh Jesus! I thought that they both died.
Like his neck was like only like feet, like maybe a foot away from like. Just
I was afraid. That's what I'm gonna say. It's like I know that people were critical of them. Like it's not a pay-per-view match. You should save those those stunts for for pay-per-view. It's a TV match. You shouldn't like put yourself at risk. I get it, but this is Kenny Omega. He wrestled for 12 decades with 100,000 injuries. So this is like Kenny Omega is one of the biggest showmans out there. Like he's gonna put his body on the line for next to nothing, which is a double-edged sword. So Kenny, please, like, don't hurt yourself anymore. And God, the match was so great. I'm like, I still haven't watched it a second time, but I'm sure I will. And then the ending happened. Okay. You remember what happened on Thursday morning for you?
Yeah, I remember. I almost was going to post those, but I decided not to.
Yeah, I'm gonna read those.
Okay.
Because I really am. I feel good about myself, and my voice sucks,
okay.
and
so,
my throat hurts.
So the people that download, hold on. So everybody that listens to this on podcast, these are DMs that Maggie sent me like Thursday morning my time.
Yes, I was just about finished with AEW Dynamite, and what happened until the end was because like at the beginning of the show, BCC obviously heard the Young Bucks, and so they were taken to a hospital. and Hangman got into the ambulance with either Matt or Nick. I think it was Matt. And then at the end of the show, he came back and brawled a lot with BCC, and then the brawl came out to the ring. And Don Callis tried to, like in kayfabe, for him, he tried to stop Hangman from, doing a lot of, weird ass stuff in the ring. With the newsflash, Don, you can get the fuck out of the ring and let the people, the wrestlers do their job and just don't get in the way. But of course, he then pulled pulled an Eddie Guerrero and fell on his oh so fragile back and told Kenny, he pushed me. So of course Kenny believed him because that's Don Callis and he's like an uncle to him. Sure. And then Kenny was frustrated and he got out of the ring. So I was so pissed off at Don Callis because this was something that I was actually talking about with Corey, our wonderful friend Corey. And Corey thinks that, this Monday on, yes, we're talking about Corey right now. This Monday on BTE, I cried at the end because Matt made a group chat with everyone from the Elite that included him, Nick, Kenny, and Hangman. And he said, thought I would bring the group back together. And then Kenny left the chat. And I was so sad and pissed off about that at the same time. And then I started talking to Corey. And Corey said, I think that this was Don Callis on Kenny Omega's phone. As a throwback as to Matt Hardy did with Hangman way back in, was it 2020? I kind of want to say 2020. Yeah. It's like something like that. Wow. Yeah. So I now think that Corey is absolutely great and right about this entire thing.
But he sent us a super chat that says what's also important to note is that even if there's no story, rolling his eyes, this could be the start of an incredible story. Also, if they held back a bit, in my opinion, like they could do more later on. Yeah.
Absolutely, Corey, you're absolutely right. So everything that transpired into my head, as Rob was trying to sleep, probably.
I was up.
This, yeah. This was your own fault for being on Twitter, when I was awake. So I started DMing Rob and I said the following. I hope, talking about Don Callis, of course, I hope his cereal is soggy every morning. I hope he drops his soap 356 times in the shower. I hope people flush the toilet every time he showers. I hope he gets 23 paper cuts today. I hope there are raisins in his chocolate chip cookies. I hope his fabric softener gives him a rash. I'm such a jerk. I hope he drops his iPhone in the toilet while he's pooping.
Mm-hmm. That one got me.
I hope dry cleaners shrink his clothes. I hope his chocolate souffle is never puffy. This was a bit
that
too
one
far.
got me too.
This was a bit too far. Yeah. I hope no one shows at his dinner party. That's cruel. This is also a cruel one. I hope that every time when he washes a spoon, he turns it facing the water and it splashes his face. I hope he pukes in the mouth of his crush when they finally decide to kiss him. Oh my god, I'm such a jerk. I hope his favorite website goes error 404, page not found from now on. I hope he steps on a rusty nail. I hope his couch is never aligned with his carpet, which is also a bit too far. I'm sorry for that. I hope a cat poops in his shoes. I hope he steps on gum and then on poop, and the poop and the gum stick together forever. I hope an iron drops on his face. Shout out to Home Alone. I hope his Wi-Fi doesn't work in his bedroom. I hope he never gets strawberries in his champagne. And this was the last one. And I meant each and every thing that I said. I stand by my words because at this point, uh, we were so close, to finally having our feel good moment here. We were so close, and I will forever and ever quote Joshua Jackson in Fringe when he says, "Every time when we find out the answer, someone changes the question."
Hmm.
And this is everything. And each and every time AEW strides is when it's surrounded by the main story being surrounded by the elite. At some point, this will stop being a thing when the pillars are wonderful and they start carrying the company. But for now, it's okay, guys. If the elite are in the center of the company, it's okay. You'll be fine. I promise. But at this point, it's what the people want. Fuck
Yeah.
Don Callis. That's everything what I'm about to say. I know I went pretty far with my comments, but I stand by it, and this is in all kayfabe, of course. I want to underline that. But yeah, that's my feelings about this, and I love you, Kenny. Please don't listen to your weird ass uncle who did a painting of himself with abs, which is something he will never have. Um, yes, you can talk now if you want.
Okay. Well,
I said my piece.
it's just, I mean, it was a hell of a match, and I know how you felt about Don Callis doing that, and I was the same way. Like I was like, oh, you son of a bitch. That's
Stupid motherfucker.
I mean,
You snake.
Yeah, I'm like,
Like people say that women are snakes.
oh yeah,
What the
no.
fuck?
And that's the thing. Like I knew.
He's like, hey, he was like, oh, Kenny, what's up?
Yeah, that was like
Sorry,
that's
that
the
was
thing,
lame.
and then I of course I'm like, well, damn it, because they never go back and watch like footage. That's the thing about kayfabe and wrestling.
Yes, this like Kenny has went on record on BT and said, "No, I haven't watched the match back," and and this was about the nod that Matt Jackson gave to Hangman.
Yeah,
And this again, let me just say that this wasn't you raggedy bitch. Yes, you raggedy bitch. This was not Matt Jackson giving the nod to Hangman. This was not a nod at Matt Jackson screwing Kenny.
Yeah.
No, and people keep saying that, and those are people who haven't been paying attention. This was Matt Jackson giving the nod to Hangman, saying, "We will not interfere.
Yeah.
Do what you gotta do. You do you."
Yeah.
And that's it. You people haven't been paying attention. If you yes, you people, you haven't been paying attention if you're stating that. Yes, continue, please.
The only thing I wanted to add, like for Dynamite, the last thing is was when Stokely was walking through the hallway with the wrestlers. The best out of everything was Orange Cassidy. Did you win? Yeah, that was the best. That was my favorite part. Did you win?
Absolutely. Did you win?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Love it. So
we will do a quick Rampage preview, which is again, guys, on Saturday. It's not on tonight. Rampage is on Saturday. I don't know at what time.
It's Saturday at 10 p.m. I believe.
Or is this their normal time, right?
I think so. I'll double check. Maybe it's 11.
Yeah. Okay. So it's on at Saturday. It's not on this tonight. Wow, I forgot to talk. It's almost as if we're talking to Denise. Oh wow, we're gonna talk about that at the end of the show. So yeah, we have Brody King against Jake Hager. I'm just gonna go out and say that if Jake Hager wins this match, I'm gonna stop watching it. Come on, no, I'm not gonna say that. Come on, it's Brody King. They did him dirty last week. It's He's a champion, for God's sake. Come on. Then we have the Acclaimed versus the Kingdom. Hi, Matt. This is going to be a hell of a match. I'm looking forward to it. Go figure. Like, who knows why. We'll hear from Ricky Starks as well. I can't wait because, like, I love Ricky Starks and I would like to see him on a mic all day. We have Taya Valkyrie against Layla Gray. Which is really weird. Did you remember last week I told you I wonder how they're gonna write off Taya from Impact, and then the Impact happened last night, and it was all someone pulled me into a casket. It's so stupid. I love it. It was good. I love wrestling. And then we have the TNT Championship, Powerhouse Hobbs against Penta. This is gonna be a hell of a match. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. That was good. And Rampage is at 10 o'clock tomorrow night. So
so this is their normal time, right? It's usually okay, sure. Again, Saturday, not Friday.
All right. So as we move on now, we go to our first Cooper Effect. Let me get that ready. Usually I'm ready for Cooper Effect. This time I was not. Because I was not ready.
Are you ready to go? Are you ready to go? Are you ready for this? Man, I did not hear the battle cry. Okay, so guys, there's nothing more I can add to this story as I can just read you the title of the story and then you'll just figure it out by yourselves. Will Rob show the picture?
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab it while you're talking.
Yeah, so it's basically a cat and a rabbit team up to co-parent their litters and feed each other's babies. So there's nothing more I can tell about this story because a cat gave birth to a lot of little kitties, and then a rabbit gave birth to a lot of bunny rabbits, and
Jesus.
Which is really easy to say with my bloated nose. Oh my God, it's getting so worse. Am I getting worse? Is my voice getting worse?
Because it sounds normal.
I feel worse. Oh. So yeah, so it's like the cutest thing, you see all these like videos with cats and dogs and everything, but like the underrated ones are with the
God, I love that sound though. That was great.
I'm sorry for the audio listeners. This was literally me going, caps and all, weird ass symbols. So this is the first Cooper Effect. Like kitties and rabbits rule. Everyone else sucks. And if you don't love this, you're a psycho. Come on. I have a sore throat. Please don't do this to me. Like, please don't sacrifice my throat.
Yeah. All right, Wardlow.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, he might fix it.
I did not say it this time.
I know I said it. There you go.
Come on. Lately, you've been the one to,
Yeah, I'm dirty.
It wasn't me. It was not me.
Christina Aguilera. But man, that music video going off topic there. Holy crap. Yeah, now I'm thinking about that video. Where were WWE?
It really is a really nice video. So yeah, WWE for a bit. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens hugged on last week's SmackDown. How much did you cry?
I didn't cry, but I pumped up. I was like,
"You psycho."
Well, yeah,
I'm kidding only a bit, but not really. It was such a feel good moment because that it's one of those things like you can always fight with one another, and but this doesn't mean that you don't love each other. It's like there's a really this is a really nice character of, you know, an old married couple sitting on a bench, and they're pissed off at each other like a lot, but like it's raining, so the grandpa is like looking her all, you know, really angry, but he's like still holding an umbrella on top of her just so she doesn't get rain on top of her, but there's rain on top of him, so he's, you know, so he's sacrificing himself so she cannot be like rained on, but like because of his ego, he doesn't want to sit next to her because he's mad at her, and so this way they both be dry. So it's kind of like this. I hope you got what I was getting at.
I got
you. It took me some time, but I got there. Yeah, you can be mad at each other at like all you want, but if you still love each other, you'll always find a way, and this is the way.
Yeah.
And
man, we are like all over the Mandalorian today.
I don't give a crap. Everyone should be all around Pedro Pascal.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah.
Please, yes.
Because Fightful Select means so much to us, I am going to let Fightful Select members know that Sean just posted a huge CM Punk update. So we're not going to talk about it right away because it's Fightful Select.
Of course we're not.
But I'm letting
please, guys.
So if you have Fightful Select, I'm just letting you know if you want to go read it. We prefer you to stay here, but I'm letting you know because...
Yeah, you can look on your phone.
Yeah.
Please don't stop. Yes. Yes, please subscribe to Fightful Select. This is the most direct way that you can support what we do. Other than that, you can please like the video. It helps us a lot. Also, you know, super chats, humper chats, and everything. So yeah. I can buy medicine for my throat.
So we had Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns.
Oh my god!
That was.
Oh my god! Cody Rhodes made a lot of good points in that promo, like a lot of good points, and then Jimmy made a lot of good points to Roman. He was like, it was really embarrassing for me, but you know what was more embarrassing to me? Like being yelled at because of my twin brother, like being like made to be the bad person. And you know, he made a lot, like you can see the cracks. You can see the cracks forming.
Oh yeah.
And then you know why Paul Heyman is there, right? Like he's the advocate. He's like he's the one that he is there to always get into your head, you know, and make you feel not comfortable in your own wrestling gear and your own skin. He makes you doubt your wrestling abilities, your promo abilities, because it's Paul Heyman. Come on. He makes you feel inadequate about everything that you do. This is his job. But then Cody Rhodes turned it against them because he made a point about each and every person in that bloodline. And the thing that stood out the most for me was that he said, what happens when you lose? Paul Heyman leaves you because he just, like, he turns into an advocate now. And he will leave you because, like, he's not the special counsel to the tribal chief because the tribal chief will have no tribe because everyone will leave him because he doesn't have any more titles. And I'm like, oh my God, I got so many chills. Like this was so good. Like shocking, Cody Rhodes is good at promos, right? Like this is not a newsflash. So I'm just gonna say it right now because I don't want anyone beating me to the punch. You know how I told you that Jay White would debut on Raw after WrestleMania? I shared this story with you, right? You're on mute, by the way.
Yeah, you told me. Sorry.
Yeah, okay. So here's the thing. Because I think we all know that Braun Breaker is losing his championship at Stand and Deliver against Carmelo Hayes. He's losing, and then this is my prediction. I know it's probably not going to happen, but this is the way I would do it. John Cena wins the U.S. title, and then on the Raw after WrestleMania, he gets an open challenge. And then we hear, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and let me introduce you to my newest client, Rex Steiner.
Oh, I like that idea. I do like that idea.
Yeah. Because this is something I talked to Chris about. Everyone keeps saying that Braun Breaker should get called up. Braun Breaker should get called up. No, I don't think so. I think Rex Steiner should get called up. Braun Breaker is incredibly awkward. So awkward. He needs to leave that gimmick he has behind. Like in NXT, like I don't care. He's so awkward. Give him a mouthpiece. And what better way to say that this is your future of the entire company than to put him with Paul Heyman. I know it's probably gonna be too soon because like Paul Heyman just left Roman Reigns the night before and then he gets another client. I know, but this is really exciting. This is a really nice way to introduce Rex Steiner. And just I wish Braun Breaker would leave everything that he's been doing. Like Braun Breaker is incredibly good in the ring. This is not negotiable. He's ridiculously good, but like that whole gimmick, fucking no, like bye. This is not working for me like at all. So this will be extremely exciting for me if this is the way they make it happen. So yeah, I got a bit ahead of myself, but man, Cody Rhodes, like I know that a lot of people are starting to get worried that maybe Cody's gonna lose. They will shoot themselves in the foot if they don't make Roman lose. Cody's winning. I'm sorry, but they cannot be this lame. Like at all. Cody's surely gonna win. And yeah. So such good shit. This was amazing. What did you think of it?
Oh, I thought it was a great promo. That's really all I can say. I mean, I thought it was great.
Really? After everything I said, it was a really good promo.
Yeah, like I mean, from you, like too, and I like the idea of Rick Steiner. I mean, that's I like that idea. I do. So I really do like that idea. So
you know what wasn't a good idea? Dominic Mysterio beating Johnny Gargano. This was just a shitty idea.
Fucking stupid. That was stupid. I mean, you're bringing him down to NXT to
clean
Waller. And like, there's anybody else you can go with. There's so many other people. Why him? Like, just for fuck's sake. That's what drove me fucking nuts. Now I'm dropping F-bombs, but I mean, like, for fuck's sake, just
literally you have an entire roster of superstars, and you pick Johnny Gargano to face Dominic, and it was clean. Correct me if I'm wrong. It was a clean win, right?
You have freaking Elias there.
Well, yeah, but like he's doing like
I'm
that
just
thing
saying,
with
like,
big boobs, and
yeah,
they're no longer on TV, like for whatever.
It's just
reason.
still. I mean, there's other people you could use. It's just.
I know. Like you can literally use enhancement talent. You can use jobbers. You can use local people. That eventually will be future AEW champions. Sorry. You can do a lot of things, but like you chose to put Johnny Gargano in this, and I'm like, they've absolutely ruined Johnny Gargano for me on the main roster, and this is no one's fault but their own, because they're botching him for the second time, because the first time they did it was weird, and they did it with Tommaso Ciampa. And at this point, Tommaso Ciampa cannot come back sooner. Okay, he cannot come back sooner because obviously they're waiting to reunite DIY. I like, and hope, I hope that this will help erase everything that we've seen from Johnny Gargano up until now on the main roster. Because, from someone who adored NXT Black and Gold, we all adored NXT Black and Gold. I will not stop saying this on the show. I loved NXT Black and Gold NXT 1,000 times more than AEW. And then shit started to not make sense. And then AEW won me over when, we're talking about NXT and AEW. I miss Black and Gold NXT so much, so much. And they had the opportunity to give us a little something with Johnny, but they're not doing it. And don't even get me started on Candice LeRae. Oh no, Grayson, please stop. Oh, I know I got pretty mad about this on last week's show, but this was just so fucking stupid. And then he's probably gonna lose to Grayson Waller, right? Like, Grayson Waller is he's gonna win because he's actually in NXT. And if you have Johnny Gargano actually beating him, you would have done absolutely nothing with Grayson Waller because you gave Grayson Waller the gift of beating up Johnny Gargano as he was leaving. This was a gift, a wrapped gift, for free, okay? And then you did nothing with Grayson Waller, as Johnny Gargano said in that promo. You did nothing. And then he returns and just beats him. He will, there is going to be no coming back from that whatsoever. He might as well be one of the Wyndham Six, in a mask or something, and us never knowing who he is. But at this point, we have no idea about Bray Wyatt whatsoever. So I don't know why you brought him up. I'm sorry. But then we had some interesting stuff on NXT. By the way, next week's NXT was pre-recorded. It already happened. The card is really weird. So yeah, but what did you think of the Gallus, the Creed brothers, and Tony D'Angelo and Channing Stex Lorenzo bit? I loved it.
Yeah,
it was ridiculously stupid, and I'm here for that because I love Gallus, NXT UK boys, of course, but they played some. Here's the thing: they played some darts in that, right? They played some darts, and all the darts, almost none of them hit. The at all, the thingy, and a lot of people, and a lot of people were like, well, that's definitely not how it works. It is definitely how it works. Trust me, I work in a bar. We have darts. We have so many broken dart pieces because if you're a first timer, you're not gonna play as you should be playing. You will hit that darts with anything other than the pointy end. Believe me, this is exactly how it happens, and I'm not even kidding you. So this was really weird because as Gallus and the Creeds were about to leave the bar, but then Tony D'Angelo and Lorenzo were outside. They were like, "No, we're not. It's not gonna end this way, eh? Let's talk about it." And so they got back into the bar and they drank a lot of alcohol probably, and then they were hungover. And this was so stupid and funny. I loved it. I'll tell you what I didn't love. The amazing match between Ilya Dragunov and JD McDonough. They had such an amazing match, right? It's not just me. And then the ending happened. Rob?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just
So it's one of the most WWE things ever. it just goes to show you we adore almost 99% of the wrestlers in WWE. It's just like the booking that's really, really amazingly shitty. And here's the thing that doesn't make any sense at all. Like Wesley will have will be in a fatal five-way in Stand and Deliver for the championship. And he has to choose four competitors. And right out of the gate, he chooses Dragon Lee, which rocks, of course. Dragon Lee, JD McDonough, and Ilya Dragunov right out of the gate. And then, instead of giving that final spot to Axiom, which has been the thing for the last couple of weeks, Axiom following him around, obviously. And then he's like, "Oh, you need to win a battle royal next week, so we can, see who faces, who's the final participant in the fatal five-way." Tell me why Axiom didn't beat the crap out of Wesley right there. Tell me why that didn't. It makes no sense at all. And because next week we get Tyler Bate against Von Wagner, does this mean that they won't be in the battle royal?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Because I know, because if that's true, it'll suck. But it will mean that Axiom will actually win. But if Von Wagner is in that battle royal, Von Wagner is winning that battle royal, and he's gonna be, the fifth competitor in this match. Because look at all the competitors in that five-way, and there's no, established muscle, and they always have those in those sorts of matches. And I'm sure it's gonna be Von Wagner, and everything will be ruined. So. Yeah. We can talk about awesome wrestling that we're going to see tonight on Sacrifice. But the only two things confirmed from tonight's SmackDown is Rey Mysterio against LA Knight and Cody Rhodes versus Ludwig Kaiser. Marcel Bartel. Do they have something more confirmed?
That's what I'm looking at. I thought I saw something, but I'm going to double check. They added contract signing for Drew, Sheamus, and
of course.
Gunther. Special edition of the KO show with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. And that's it so far.
Yeah. So earlier today,
and Akira Tozawa and his wife or girlfriend had a baby. So there.
Oh, some good. Finally, Jesus! Finally, some good news. Because here's some more bad news, guys. Earlier today, we found out that Josh Alexander was hurt. He tore his triceps, and he needs surgery immediately. So he's therefore relinquishing his Impact Championship, and that sucks so much. I hate this. I fucking hate this. Let me tell you. Josh Alexander had a historic reign. He's the longest reigning Impact Wrestling champion. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And he deserved to end that reign at his own terms. But he doesn't get to, and this is just absolutely heartbreaking to me. Oh my God. It's getting worse. So this is so crushing. I'm just so sorry. We send all our love, of course, to Josh Alexander. His health comes first, as we established on this show. Of course, his health comes first. But it's just so disappointing. He's been delivering in the ring each and every time ever since and before he got that championship. But especially, he's been carrying that company. He's one of my favorites. I'm just so bummed out for this. And I will not stop saying this. Even my father likes Josh Alexander because, he looks like a legitimate Olympian, wrestler, and my dad likes him. So all the best. Just get well soon, champ. Like, don't come back as before you're 100% ready, because I don't want you gone like right after we have you back. He's gonna come back so much stronger, and I believe it's gonna be awesome. But man, it's just so hard to hear. And we also got news that Mickey James is also hurt, right?
Yeah. So they don't have a replacement for her match tonight, but I also don't know how long she'll be out either.
So the match doesn't happen, right?
I don't
Mickey
believe
James
so.
versus Jordan Grace. Yeah, the match doesn't happen.
I don't think it's
Which,
happening.
yeah. So this basically like changes the card for Sacrifice tonight. We have PCO against Kenny King. This is a tough one, actually. Kenny King was the one who helped Eddie Edwards defeat PCO in the desert of Nevada. This was so weird. He was the one who ran PCO over with his car. You cannot make this up, all right? Like, you seriously cannot. And then he helped Eddie Edwards kick the crap out of him. But it's PCO and he'll always come back. I feel like Kenny King will get the win here.
Yeah, he should. That's who I have winning too.
You're a man of few words today, Rob. I know. Then we have the Impact Digital Media Championship. Joe Hendry against Brian Myers. Sure, of course. Brian Myers pinned Joe Hendry last night on Impact, so naturally Joe Hendry is going to retain. If there is one thing that wrestling has taught us recently, and when I say recently, I mean forever, it's this. The only excuse was when Matt Cardona won the match before WrestleMania on SmackDown, and then he actually won the Intercontinental Championship in the ladder match. This was the only exception, just to lose it on the next night. So there you go. Then we have, oh my God, Jonathan Gresham against do we have this match? Jonathan Gresham against Mike Bailey. Do we have this match?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Yes, please. Every day. Like, I'm sure that this match will steal the show. I don't think this. I have no idea who wins.
I'm giving it to Gresham, I think.
Gresham, yeah, I'm kind of leaning more towards Gresham. But like, Rob and I both love the crap out of both these wrestlers, but I'm sure that this match will make the list of great matches for me, especially for this year. So then we have the Bullet Club versus TMDK for the Impact World Tag Team Championship. Bullet Club, like Ace Austin and Chris Bay, are not losing those championships, and nothing bad against Tito and Shane Haste. Nothing like that's not about them. It's like Ace Austin and Chris Bay are hanging on to those championships for a while.
Absolutely, there's no way you can let them lose those belts.
Yeah, we have Deonna Purrazzo versus Giselle Shaw. Like, again, the same thing that I said about Joe Hendry and Brian Myers stands here, because Giselle Shaw kicked the crap out of Deonna Purrazzo last night on Impact. So naturally, Deonna Purrazzo is going to kill her.
Yep.
God, I love Deonna Purrazzo so much, and I will never not root for her. To this day, I have no idea how they had nothing for her in NXT. This is just so puzzling to me. She's a star.
Yep.
She's an absolute star.
It's absolutely bonkers.
Yeah. We have the Impact X Division Championship on the line. Trey Miguel defending against Lindsay Dorado. Trey Miguel, obviously, after he defaced the belt with that awful green spray paint, I'm sure that he's gonna hold it for a while. So Trey Miguel's gonna win here. I have no idea where he goes from there, by the way. Like, I just want to see some good matches for him because it's been kind of stale for me, and this is weird coming from me because the X Division, I love the X Division, and I feel like ever since Mike Bailey lost it, it's kind of been a bit of a bummer.
Yeah.
And like they have to put some life back into it. Then we have do you have Trey Miguel also?
Yeah, Trey Miguel's gonna win.
Yeah. So after that, we have the Busted Open match, which is basically a first blood match. Tommy Dreamer against Bully Ray. I couldn't be arsed to give a fuck about this match.
Yeah, I don't really just give it to Tommy Dreamer. That's all.
At all.
Yeah,
But
that's the only person I like in this match.
I feel like Bully Ray is gonna win here.
He will.
Yeah, he will. But again, I do not give a crap about this. The two matches that we had left were the Impact Knockouts Championship match against Mickey James and Jordan Grace, which is obviously not happening. And then the six-man tag, Frankie Kazarian, Josh Alexander, and Rich Swann against Time Machine. I was really looking forward to this match, but like it's not gonna happen now, right? Or is Josh Alexander gonna get replaced?
Yeah, he got replaced by Macklin.
By Macklin, of course. Yeah, okay. This this was the thing that Steve Macklin wanted to be in this match, and now he gets to be. This is a real bummer because I was looking forward to the match between Josh Alexander and Steve Macklin a lot because you and I both believed that this was the match that Steve Macklin was going to win that championship in, right?
Yeah.
And now it's kind of bummer for him as well because he doesn't get that awesome match. That awesome match that he, but like I'm really, the promo they had last night, oh my god, like Josh Alexander called him a forgotten son, and I was like, oh no, he didn't call him a forgotten son. And it's such a bummer, but like I'm looking forward to this match whenever they have it in the near future. So yeah.
Yep. So yeah,
it's gonna be a really awesome pay-per-view, by the way. Please go out of your way to watch it. It's gonna be on Fight. Give Impact Wrestling a chance if you haven't, because it's totally worth it.
All right. Yep, I'm pulling it up here, and I have Macklin winning tonight. So
Steve Macklin's team, like Frankie Kazarian, Steve Macklin, and Rich Swann.
Yeah, there it is.
Guys, our second Cooper effect, of course. Today is going to be again Denise Salcedo, which she's a Cooper effect for a second time on this show. If I may say so myself, it is like, yeah, we've made a Cooper effect about Denise, but we had Denise as a guest on our Fightful Selects Coexisting After Dark. Let me tell you, guys, I deserve all the cookies in the world for not bragging about having Denise on the show for nearly 2 months. I kept my mouth shut, okay? Because and I really wanted to share with everyone that we were having Denise on the show, but I decided to be professional about it and not say anything, so it can be a surprise at the end. Denise is such a sweetheart. Like you can, yes, Mark, thank you, our PR, Supi. You can, like, please, guys, for me, subscribe to Fightful Select. Please, just so you can watch me mark out for Denise to the point I forget how to speak. At the beginning of the show when Rob is like, "Hi, like Maggie, how are you doing?" And I'm like, it was really stupid. She's like everyone telling people on Twitter that Denise is the most wonderful and lovely and everything person. They're right. They're absolutely completely right. We had limited time with Denise because she's such a hardworking person. In wrestling media, I have no idea how she finds free time and time for herself and, to have a life at all. But I am just so incredibly grateful for Denise for giving us the opportunity to talk. We talked for about 25 minutes. It was so exciting. It just flew by. We got some really interesting answers from her, when like the struggle she had in the beginning, and I really learned something from Denise from this interview, and this is that um no matter, you will always be someone's gold. If you're someone's if someone doesn't care at all about you, this doesn't mean that you're not worth a huge amount of gold. Because go subscribe to Fightful Select and watch the show, and you guys will know exactly what I'm talking about. um she didn't give up, even though all the obstacles that life put in front of her. And this uh I will remind everyone about Denise every time uh that they don't feel okay about themselves and not appreciated and everything. I just look at Denise. She's a star. She did everything that she believes that she can do herself, and she will always be a huge inspiration to me. I just wish that she was around when I was getting into wrestling, just so I can know that women can do this too.
Yeah.
She's a huge inspiration to me. She's such a lovely person, and we're looking forward to in the future having her on again, because again we had a really short amount of time and we couldn't get into everything that we wanted to. Um, yeah, yeah, sure. Of course I did. But it's I I will always mark out for Denise. And I was talking to Alex Cardoza today, and I explained to him that I marked out, and he was like, "Oh, she's a normal person like everyone." And I'm like, "Yeah, all you famous people say that." So, yes, guys, please subscribe to Fightful Select and watch her chat. It meant a lot to me, and I'm sure that you guys will like it.
Yeah, she's absolutely awesome. Can't thank her enough for coming on to talk. Uh, I absolutely think she's the best at what she does. She works her ass off. And congratulations to her for going to Busted Open. She'll be working Saturdays with Mark Henry. That's unbelievable for her. Really cool. Uh, I I can't. I'm so happy for her and everything that she's accomplished and how hard she's worked. She's an unbelievable person, even just a great person. I'm glad that we can call her colleagues, and just an outstanding person. And yeah, it's she's just awesome. So yeah, so thank you for getting her on the show, Maggie, because you're the good booker.
Come on, it's not how who gets to do the stuff. It's how you do the stuff. It's
So there was something that I was gonna do earlier, but I completely forgot. So now, anytime there is a Kenny Omega match, I'm gonna ask you if you had a Omega gasm.
wrong.
Yeah.
Come on.
No.
That's a stupid question. Of course I did.
Well, I know, but we just need you to confirm. That's all.
Okay, is this the new sacrifice? That's
No,
the new
because well,
sacrifice, right?
until I get this like voiceover, like I'll figure out how to do that. Like I'll get a good one. It'll
I
be like,
know. I believe in you so much.
oh, it'll be good too. Like,
Yeah, I know. I know. God, he's so great. I'm I'm sorry. I mark out for people a lot because like my life is really dull, even though I'm a bartender. But every time I start to get sick, I feel all mushy inside and just when you're sick and you don't feel that well, you search for a safe space and for things that make you happy, and then you start thinking about people who make you happy, and then like Kenny Omega, sure, Pedro Pascal, of course, like
Yeah.
Tom Hardy, like what? So yeah.
So, yeah, I just thought you'd like that. So
It was really good. Thank you. It's almost as if you don't need to ask before, because
I
of
know,
course I did.
but
Of
it just
course
gives
I did.
it gives
Of
me
course I did.
yeah.
Yeah, David Buster's, damn it.
But yeah. So here we go. Maggie, I had a terrible nightmare in which I was forced to eat my own clone. I almost pooped myself. A husband says to his wife, "Mr. Olympic condoms have arrived. I think I'll wear gold tonight." The wife replies, "Why not silver and come in second for a change?"
Oh no! No! Oh no!
My wife is kicking me out because she's fed up with my South American animal puns. Okay, I'll pack them my bags.
Okay. Oh, but the previous one, okay? Like,
Yeah.
that's such a burk.
Yeah. Yesterday I went rock climbing and the guy above me kept farting. It was by far the worst ass scent I've ever had to deal with.
Sure. The puns, yes.
Yeah. What did shit? Whoops. Never mind. Not reading that one.
I believe you.
Yeah, I know that one.
I believe you.
My wife dated a clown before she started going out with me. I had some pretty big shoes to fill.
Oh, yeah, sure. Of course. Naturally.
All right, Maggie, plug your shit.
Guys, thank you for joining us. Thank you for supporting us. Please follow me on Twitter at Maggie_IK and on Instagram at Maggie.IK. Did you see the video that Soupy made, for our show? Thank you, Soupy. That was...
Thank you. I didn't retweet it because I was, I will, but I didn't at the time. I was busy.
Jesus Christ.
Guys, you can follow
shit also.
Yeah, you can follow me at Rob Wilkins on Twitter. Otherwise, I'm on Instagram at Fightful Otherwise, every Friday at 3 o'clock Eastern, we are right here on Fightful Overbooked. Otherwise, at 5 o'clock every Friday, you can head over to Fightful Select for Coexisting After Dark. This week, obviously, we have Denise Salcedo. Maggie, you want to tell everybody who we have next week?
We have Astrid for next week. We're so excited. This I've never been on a podcast with Astrid, and we're so excited to talk to her. And she will be our final guest for this month.
Alrighty, guys. I want to say thank you. Have a good day. Next week's going to be really heavy with predictions. Like we got 4 big predictions. 1, 2,
Jesus
actually,
Christ.
1, 2, 3, 5. Actually, I think we're doing.
Like Supercard of Honor.
Yeah, Impact.
We have Impact.
Yeah, Impact New Japan show.
Oh fuck. Okay. Oh, sorry. Multiverse Multiverse show. Then Stand and Deliver WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Night 1 and night 2. Oh my fucking god.
Yep. So quite a bit. So next week's pretty much just going to be a review.
There better not be any wrestling news, okay? Like there better not be. Or if there is, please subscribe to Fightful Select for $5 a month and learn all the bits.
All right,
guys.
Thank you so much. We'll talk to you later.